Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lavella, and we are continuing our journey through Dinkum. I'm so excited. I have been wanting to play for ages. That bug is just asking to get caught. He's just right at my feet. Okay. It's been so long, I honestly don't even remember what we did last time. It looks like we need to get our house ready. Gum, palm, nails, and 10 sheets. Let's see what we have. There's gum. There's palm. But I don't think we have enough. Um, 10 sheets. Oh, we're going to have to start smelting. So we can make some 10 sheets. And pretty sure we're going to need. Let's go ahead and make some more planks while we're smelting. Oh, Dinkum Day, Dinkum Day. I'm so happy it's Dinkum Day. So it's been a long time. I don't even know how long. It's definitely been more than a week, I'm pretty sure. But it's been way too long since I have uploaded any Dinkum episodes. Life's been a little crazy, little crazy. And then I have a couple other series that I'm working on, and I kind of got wrapped up in those. And I have another series that I have neglected longer than I've neglected Dinkum, and I need to get back to that one too. People are going to think I just bailed. And uh, but here we are. So, um, I'm pretty sure I told you guys about my aunt, and she was sent home from the hospital uh, quite, uh, shortly after or before I told you guys about it. And she's at home, and she is uh, hospice is coming to her house today to start. They'll be coming to see her 2 days a week. They're going to handle all of her medication for her so she doesn't have to worry about going to get it and messing with it. They're going to handle all her medication, and they're going to start some physical therapy. She went to the doctor yesterday, and she was pretty upset because the doctor said, um, if you do this particular treatment, then there's a, oh good, all of our stuff is, um, then we can extend, you know, your survival time. And she basically said, I'm not spending the rest of my time here being sick, so I'm not doing the treatment. And the doctor basically told her, well, then there's nothing left for you to do except go home and get ready to die. And that upset her quite a bit. She felt like he was quite rude and uh, thoughtless. And I wasn't there. I don't know how it was said. I just know how she took it. And she was quite upset about it, of course. And so her time's pretty limited, but she's in good spirits, and she's continuing to do what she can physically while she can. And her and my dad are going to go tomorrow and take lunch to their brother and spend the day, spend a few hours over there, and so she's still trying to be active and do what she can. So that's that update. And then um I spent the day before last running back and forth to the tag office. My son's car, which he works out of town. It's only a 45-minute drive, but he works out of town 3 days a week. And then he's off for 2 days, and then he works from home for 2 days. And then he goes back and works in town for 3 days and blah, blah, blah. So when he's not using his car, basically I use it. And um, he has told me, just act like it's your car, just uh, because Cole, the roommate, he has a Mustang, and he has said that we could use, he lets me drive his car too, and uh, but we try not to drive it any more than we have to because it's not ours, and he's the one taking care of the insurance and the upkeep and all that kind of stuff. So we try not to use the Mustang any more than we have to. So anyway, this last Saturday night, I was making a running to the convenience store to get drinks in the evening, get sodas and stuff. And when I say make a drink run, I'm not talking about anything alcoholic, by the way. Not that we can't. We're all more than legal. Not that we wouldn't. It's just that's not what we do. Anyway, so I was making the run, and I got pulled over. Police officer pulled me over, and he said the reason he pulled me over was because the tag was expired for quite a while. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know that. This is my son's car, and I had no idea. And he said, as a matter of fact, it's been out for so long that technically I could impound the car. And I was like, oh, God. He said, I'm not going to. I am going to write you a ticket. And you can get it fixed and take everything, and get it handled. I said, okay. So he writes me a ticket, and he tells me I have to have it taken care of or be in court by October 7th. I said, oh, trust me, it'll get taken care of before that. So Monday morning, first thing I did was go to the tag office and spend $203 getting my son's tag updated, getting him legal. And then I went to the courthouse to pay for the ticket, and I had gone to the wrong courthouse. So they said, no, you got to go to the police station. So I was like, okay, and where is that? And they said, it's on such and such street. I said, okay. So I tell Siri to locate the police department and get me directions. And so the Mustang, which is what I'm in because my son drove his car to work, the Mustang doesn't have, it has stuff on the screen, but it's not as new as my son's Kia. So my son's Kia, it'll bring up Google Maps and it's right there on the display. So, but in the Mustang, I have to look at my phone. But anyway, so I'm looking at my phone and they keep trying to send me the wrong. I literally kept driving in circles because I would go the direction the map told me, and then it would shift and it would say, "Oh no, you should be going this other direction." And I was just like, "This doesn't make any sense. This is nowhere near where they said." Well, come to find out, Google Maps had the old address. So finally, I said something quite vulgar to Google Maps and decided to find it on my own. But eventually, after much frustration and time wasted, I made it to the police department. And, oh, I need 20. Do we have more? I don't know why I was thinking, no, we do not. Um, so I make it to the police department, and I go in and I give her the information that shows that I just updated the tag and the ticket. I gave her my ticket and I give her my driver's license. And she looks at everything and she says, was the tag out of date 45 days or more? And I said, oh, absolutely. And she said, well, I don't have the authority to adjust your ticket unless it's 45 days or less. And I said, okay. And I said, how much is the ticket? $200. Even though it's on my car, I'm the one that was driving the car. So this is a $200 ticket in my name. And I was like, oh crap. Well, my son has the money. I could have just paid the ticket, but $200, that's grocery money. And I just spent $203 getting the tag legal. So I was like, yeah, I'll go to court. And I said, what do you think the chances are of me getting some kind of reduction or, getting it dismissed? And she just smiled at me and handed me my stuff back and said, just take all of this to the judge and he'll, okay. Oh, I didn't meant to do all of that. Okay, that's all sorted. So anyway, I'll be going to court October 7th and hope that that it's not going to cost that much. My sister says that because I took care of everything, and especially as fast as I took care of it, because it was taken care of like the same business, the first business day possible, and it was all done before noon. So obviously I wasn't sitting around waiting on it. So anyway, as I'm leaving the office, I'm still parked in the police department parking lot, and I thought, you know what? Let me check something. So I go and I look at the tag on the Mustang, and I take a picture of it with my phone, and I send it to my dad. My dad's a retired police officer, by the way, and not that you have to be in law enforcement to know how to look at a tag. But anyway, we're going to check the recycle bin. There's nothing in it. Oh, today's Tuesday. It probably hadn't been down long enough. So anyway, I called my dad and I said, did you see the picture I sent you? And he's like, not yet. I said, could you look at that for me, please? And tropical grass seeds. I don't wanna. It's only for $4,000. We'll accept it. Something fell out of the sky. Okay, well, we may or may not get that done. Who is here today? Rain. Hello, Rain. Two copper bars. Absolutely. She likes corn the best. She could eat it all day. Okay, we're not buying any. Well, let's buy some seeds. We have spent enough money in here for her to be interested in moving here. We just need to get our relationship up. But buying these seeds are pretty expensive, so I figure if I buy them, I'm pretty sure we have a hoe. I figure if I buy them a little at a time, it won't be quite so painful. So anyway, my dad looks at the picture I sent him and he starts laughing and he goes, "Yeah, that's expired. That's expired, hon." He said, "I thought you said you got it fixed." I said, "Yeah, that was Jerry's car. This is Cole's car." And he starts laughing. He said, "Yeah, I'd get that taken care of pretty quick. It's been expired for a while." Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So I came home, told Cole what was going on. He handed me his credit card. I went back to the tag office and spent $313 getting his tag up to date. But I got it done without getting another ticket, so all is good. All right, copper bars. Rain wants two copper bars. We do not have two copper bars. And we didn't even look at our daily water. 3 crops, cook 2 meats, saw 8 planks. We got the planks done. We need to cook 2 meats. to pick up. Okay, that's one. All right, let's throw this on the grill. So anyway, I got all that taken care of, and my sister was giggling at me when I was telling her about it. She said, the funny thing is, both of the guys are gamers. They're on their computers 24/7, and they have the money. It's not like they're having to juggle bills. She said they could be taking care of this tag online without ever having to leave the house. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if you can do that if it's expired. She said, no, but when you get the renewal notice in the mail, all you have to do is go online and put your credit card info in there and take care of it, and it's done. I was like, yeah. So I'm going to have to figure out something to set up a reminder for everybody because I don't want to go through this again next year. Well, it won't even be a whole year because um, it was expired for so long that all I did was get it caught up. So each tag only has a few months on it, and it'll be time to do it again. What was I doing? Okay, we're not going to water crops. Oh, we need copper. Let's see if we can go find some copper. That looks like iron. I like the iron. We got that. That's not what we needed, but we will need it. We do need it, just not for this particular task. That's not a blobby. Come on. I need to take a couple of days and just come out here and just break all this stuff. Just break all of it. Good Lord, we must have been through here stripping stuff pretty heavy the other day. Oh, I think I see some copper over there. Nope, I do not. I saw those cactus figs peeking up. I thought that was... Oh, there's a blobby. We need enough for 2 copper bars. Oh, I need to drink a stamina or waddle tea. Let's do that. And I told you guys, and I did mean it, and I still mean it, that I'm not one of those people who are going to be asking for likes and subs and all that because all I need for it to make me happy is just one person watching and enjoying my stuff. So I feel like, I'm sharing it with somebody. Some of these Dinkum videos have hit double digits on views. It's insane. It's awesome. It's like, I just need one. I just need one. That doesn't mean everybody needs to stop watching. Y'all quit watching my videos. I only need one person. Y'all need to designate a representative. Yeah, that's not what I mean. But, yeah, it's quite exciting for me. I'm quite pleased. I tell my sister all the time, oh my gosh, this happened and that happened. I got this many views. I got that many views. Oh my gosh, it was so weird for me. So the other day I was doing something in a game, grindy or whatever, and I was looking for something to watch, and I pulled up YouTube, and the feed where they suggest certain videos, and I was scrolling through, and I was like, oh, I've seen that, seen that, seen that, seen that, not interested, seen it, not interested, seen it, and then it brought up, it showed me a video, and I thought, that looks familiar. Oh wait, that's mine. It recommended there were three. I think it was two or three of my own videos. It recommended to me in my feed, and oh my gosh, I just about lost my mind that they were recommending my videos. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome sauce. All right. How much do we have? We have enough. All right, let's go home. Oh, no, we're not going home. Let's do that first. Investigation. Super easy. Super easy. We're going to grab this, though, first. We used up quite a bit of our supplies this morning. Okay. But yeah, things have been a little nuts. And then yesterday, we had quite a bit of rain, a pretty severe rainstorm. And when I say severe, I'm not talking about like the level of the flooding and stuff that people have dealt with, or the hurricanes and stuff. Nothing like that. We've been very, very lucky. But my son had left the house and headed to work. Well, like I said, it's a 45-minute drive. He gets on the turnpike and drives to work that way. Well, so he went to work, and I went to go make the drink run that morning. Oh, here we go. This is the thing that we need to investigate. You break it like a barrel. And we got goodies. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of goodies. We can probably get some teleporters fixed with that. Okay, so now we're going to head home and smelt this copper. So anyway, he left, and he usually leaves about 8:15. And apparently I left like right after him. Well, as I'm coming home, I hit the remote, the garage door opener, as I'm turning the corner, because our house is only like the second house from the end of the street, third house. So it doesn't take, I can do that from the corner. So I pull in the driveway, and he had just got out of his car, and he's standing there as the garage door's going up and waiting for me. So I pull the Mustang in the garage, and he's standing there waiting for me, and he helps me take the drinks in because I've got 3 drinks and stuff. And he starts telling me that. I said, why are you home? Because yesterday he was supposed to work from the office. And he said he was on the turnpike, and there was a semi-truck, 18-wheeler, whatever you want to call it, and he started hydroplaning. Jerry, my son, started hydroplaning, and he's already nervous. He's watching the semi, hoping he doesn't. Because when you're hydroplaning, you don't have any control, because you're not touching the ground. The water is separating you, so there's no friction, there's no contact. And even though it doesn't last very long, hopefully, it's still quite dangerous. And so anyway, uh, he was hydroplaning, and he's trying to keep an eye on the semi to make sure, hopefully he's not going to run into the semi. And as this is happening, an SUV comes by, and his Kia is not a little bitty car, but it's not as big as an SUV either. I would say it's, about halfway, kind of a middle size. Anyway, SUV comes by and splashes enough water on his car that he's literally blind. All he could see were the taillights. And he said, I just had to hope I didn't hit some. And so he pulled over. There's a McDonald's off the turnpike where you can pull into the McDonald's and go get what you want to eat, and there's a gas station and all that stuff there. And you could either come back the other way to our town, or you can just keep going on the turnpike. It's kind of a break point, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, he was pretty shook up, and he's like, I'm not fighting this. This is too dangerous. And he called his boss, and he said, well, I can either call in or I can work from home. But I just almost got myself killed today in a car accident, and I'm going home. And the boss said, okay, work from home. So he worked from home yesterday. And yesterday is the day that I usually spend doing laundry and house stuff. And I still could have. It's not like him being here would have stopped that, but it just, for some reason, it just feels weird doing stuff with him here. It's like, no, you're supposed to be at work. All right, let's clean out our pockets. Wait, that should have gone. That should have gone. Oh, wow, it's getting dark. And there's my timer. All right, let's get all this. Is this one almost finished? Yes, it is. Okay, she wanted two. Let's go ahead and throw some ore in here, get this started. We're probably not going to stay up and get this done, but can at least get it going. All right, Rain. Have your copper bars. What do we get? Money. I'll take it. 10K for 2 copper bars. Okay. It's not awesome, but it's better than a kick in the teeth. Okay, we don't have anything brewing. Well, we have stuff in the keg. We just don't have anything. Do we have any wattle flour? We do. Why isn't that going? Why is that not going? Who dropped the ball? I want names. So yeah, everything's been a little squirrely. But I'm hoping today I'll get back on track. I was like, okay, I'm going to do a Dinkum episode. I'm going to start some laundry. I'm going to eat some breakfast slash lunch brunch. And then I'll do another episode, and I'll do the kitchen. I'll do another episode, and I'll do laundry again. And I'm going to get some stuff done today, and I get to play Dinkum today. I'm pretty excited today. I don't have to go out and spend everybody's money on silly stuff today. Of course, that's not really silly. And if you're not from the United States, I don't know what the system is over in other countries. But here, you have to have a car tag on your vehicle, whether it's a car, pickup, Jeep, whatever. And it has a specific number on it that's registered with the government. And that registration is only good for a year. And you have to get a sticker every year and pay an amount and put that sticker on the tag so that police officers or law enforcement can tell just by looking at your vehicle that it's up to date. So that's what that was all about. I guess I probably should explain that beforehand. But that's a thing here. All right, let's see. Tropical grass. Gosh, I don't want to do that. That's such a pain in the butt. I don't want to do it. I just sit here and said we probably weren't going to smelt all this tin. Spit it out. 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 She's so cute. Look at her in her little dress. And her bare feet. Spit it out. 1, 2, 3. Spit it. There we go. And I didn't pick it up. Alrighty, righty, roo. Okay, sure. We're doing alright. Doing alright. Let's put this poop up. We have 75 rupoo. That's pretty good. We didn't buy a display case today. Dadgummit. Well, I'll get one tomorrow. It's not crucial. Look at us going to bed early. I'm starving Marvin. I need some food in my belly. Need some food in my belly. Okay, here we go. We got a little bit of hunting done. And today we actually did our own hunting. We didn't just walk around and pick up scraps from the dingoes or diggos. We caught a bug. Yay us. Mining, we did a little bit of mining. Foraging, okay, whatever. But yeah, not horrible. Mining was the most productive thing, obviously. Oh! Spoiler alert, house is done. No. Okay, I'm clicking that too quick. Okay, that's fine there. I just don't want it in the middle of the room. Well, so, house got expanded. I think we can do it again, actually, but I think it costs like tons of money, like $400K or something. But anyway, thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. I really do appreciate it. Your time is valuable to you, and when you share it with me, it's a gift. So that's why I say thank you. And we will see you later.